Hi, everybody. It's TiAira again. You're probably tired of seeing my face this week, but it's okay. I'm here for you. So, I am with the Office of Diversity and Inclusion, and this week we're going to be talking about identity consciousness. I know some of you are like, well, what the heck is that? And what does it mean to be identity conscious? So, today's Squawk Talk is about some of the terms that the Office of Diversity and Inclusion, and particularly people in the world of equity, diversity, and inclusion, use that you will hear interchangeably throughout some of the work that you'll see coming from our office, or even some of the work that you will see across campus, because our campus is very diversity and inclusion friendly and diversity and inclusion advocates. And so, in the climate that we're in, it's important that we are aware of the people that we share community with. So, today, during Squawk Talk, I'm just going to be sharing some of the words that you may hear that you may not know. Now, some of the language is common, and I will not treat you as if you don't know. But some of the language needs to be unpacked, and we'll be talking a little bit tomorrow during our web series about what some of these words mean. So, the very first word is identity consciousness. Yes. So, what is identity consciousness? Identity consciousness is what makes a person who they are. Social identity, racial identity, ethnic occupation, and how they come to understand themselves and others. So, what it means is to be aware of your positionality in a space, how you became who you are, what things contributed to your social process, and how you understand yourself. It is a wokeness about who you are and your position in the world, in America, in your community, and particularly how you'll show up at Rutgers. The next word is intersectionality. The Office of Diversity and Inclusion uses this word a lot, intersectionality. So, what does intersectionality mean? Well, intersectionality was a term that was coined by Kimberly Crenshaw to talk about how marginalized identities overlap. So, it is particularly social categories such as race, class, gender, and other social things like age and socioeconomic status that may apply to a group regarding the ways that their overlapping discriminated identities come together. AKA, if I am a Muslim woman and I am black, I have two marginalized identities. That means my identities are not in main conversation. And so these two things come together to build layers upon how our identity needs to be unpacked. The next word is non-binary. The Office of Diversity and Inclusion, and you guys will get to meet Dakota and Angela a little bit later, who are our student leaders, talk a lot about non-binary identities. Non-binary is individuals who experience the world as neither female or male, as we understand traditional gender identities to be. Non-binary individuals can be gender fluid, meaning they can float back and forth between male and female if they choose to identify that way. Or they can be agender, meaning that they have no gender at all, or third gender, or something else that they want to create. So, gender non-binary individuals don't experience the world in a traditional male-female positionality. And then the last word, maybe not the last word, but maybe the last word, is anti-racist. And I think that this word is going to be a word that we are going to see a lot during the next few months, years, and decades to come. But anti-racist as an identity is a person who opposes racism and promotes racial tolerance and inclusion of all races. That is not just specifically marginalized races, but all races. And that conversation is a very sensitive one. But anti-racist means that they are tolerant of all races, meaning that they are uplifting various races. So I look forward to what this conversation will look like tomorrow, and you will hear some of these words, and you will understand a little bit better of what these words mean. So, looking forward to our conversation. See you tomorrow.